Hello everyone, how are you today? Hope you're doing great. This is the time I show you what's going on in Street Fighter 5 because why? I have bought the premium pass which was released yesterday. So there's no hesitation buying this one because you know Street Fighter 5 hasn't been like adding new content per se, you know, minus if you do not include the Street Fighting EX layer costume crossover of course, but in the terms of new characters, Dan is like, how do I say it? It's like the beginning of the end. Why do I say the end? Because the developer of the game has stated that this season, the 5th season, is going to be the last season. It's kind of sad, I know, but at least it's going to be ending soon with really awesome contents. One of them is of course Dan, and not just Dan actually. We also will acquire 11 as well. So let me show you what you will get if you buy the premium pass. So I bought the premium pass. Before we go to that, so there are two options. If you do not want to buy the whole thing, you know, all of the bonuses with the costume, the stages, you know, and all, and the fight money, just buy the characters pass, which is going to be like almost half of the price with the premium pass. But if you want to get them all, just buy the premium pass. With the premium pass, you get like 100, if I'm mistaken, 100,000 fight money, correct me if I'm wrong, and then we're going to have all of the access for all of the characters season 5 starting from Dan, and also the 11. So 11 is pretty much not characters, you know, he is a character but he is not. Let me show you after this, okay? And then you're going to get Rose, Otto, Akira, and one unannounced character which is going to be happening soon in autumn, meaning in the end of this year probably. And not just that, you also acquire interesting costume. So you will acquire Killer Bee Cammy, which I believe should be the nostalgia costume for Cammy, not that weird Street Fighter 4 costume. You know, seriously, I don't know what's wrong with the previous developer, but Killer Bee Cammy is the right nostalgia Cammy. Personal opinion though. And then we have also Sporty Lucia. Okay, cool. You know, I prefer this one like a summer Lucia, you know, but looks great as well. And then Menard is just like really awesome. I think it's like a volleyball athlete probably, you know, judging from the ball. And then we have Ed. Oh, this one is so cool. I love Ed and I love racing costume, and pretty much this sums up the whole interesting thing about this costume. So Sporty Ed, awesome. And then we have of course Nostalgia Dan. If you play Zero or Alpha series, you're gonna be loving this one like me. And then we have the battle outfit. This is like a reminiscence of the dad. Take a look at the explanation. This is really funny. You know, I love fighting games, as you probably can tell from my name, of course. The dance summary here, it's actually how to say this. This is a reference to Art of Fighting, actually. You know, but they're okay now. They're cool. They're buddy now. But back then in the 90s, you know, there's been like a fighting going on between the SNK and Capcom. You know, but it was in the past now. They buried the hatchet. Now they're all friends. You know, SNK versus Capcom exists, right? And then of course Story Dan, which is not my favorite costume, you know, like that Blanca plushie. I mean, it's cute, but it's just not the thing that I'm going to be wearing. Okay, so pretty much that is the thing they're going to be getting. Again, fight money, the characters, all of the characters, and also you'll be acquiring the alternate costume and also the stages. So let's go right in with some a little bit of like sneak peek what you're going to be getting with the premium pass now, which is Dan and 11. So let me show you quick. I'm gonna use Honda Center. I love Honda Center. Now, as you probably can see now, we still have 2 slots blank. Probably later was going to be Akira and Oro, and then the other unannounced character, and also who else? And Rose, definitely. So this is Dan. Now, in the beginning when Dan was released, I'm not really fond of Dan. It's like, why wasting a slot for Dan? But now it's kind of cool, you know, how he's represented in Street Fighter 5 now. The rendition is really cool. If you notice that it's still using Japanese, I mean, like, I really appreciate the original version, of course, the Japanese version, but usually this happens. So if you buy a character for the first time, like the first, second, maybe like the first week, the character will be still speaking in Japan, although in story mode they will be speaking in English, of course. Okay, and then for the enemy, I'm going to be using this one, 11. So again, 11, I love the design. You know, it's really, how do I say this? it's very generic in a way, and pretty much if you have seen some of the trailer, actually 11 is not really a character. It's more like you know Mokujin from Tekken. It's more like a random character that have random rendition of some characters that we own. So let me show you. See, 11 doesn't talk at all. Yeah, so 11 will change to like randomly. You know, you cannot choose which one you're gonna be getting. Ooh. Oh wait, why do we have this loading screen? Why did it happen? For your information, that loading screen just now. Wait. That loading screen just now, it is actually for Fortnite. I was kind of shocked. I thought I was playing Fortnite suddenly. You know, I mean, I love Fortnite as well. So yeah, so like 3 days ago, I think several days ago, for Fortnite has a collaboration with Street Fighter. Like they have Ryu and Chun-Li, you know, literally as characters there. So it's pretty amazing, you know. And now we have Street Fighter, the season finally up yesterday, I believe. Yesterday, you know, so it's like the rejuvenation of Street Fighter 5. Although again, this is the last year, still it's like amazing. Now I haven't been making like a lot of videos on Street Fighter, of course, because there has not been any, you know, content per se. But now I'm gonna be definitely making this like maybe daily, maybe, I don't know. Definitely I'm gonna be sharing about what are we having now in this season. So let's start for now. Let's so again, 11, it's Vega or M. Bison. It's going to be anyone. 11, sadly though, I was expecting 11 to be like, you know, 12 from Street Fighter 3. They have like their own like he or she or it, I'm not quite sure, has the like distinctive move list probably, but okay, no problem. So down pretty much the same. If you play it, if you have played him before, it's just really much the same. What I like though, let me show you just one trigger, like they do the fee skill first. So this is like a taunting, you know. Dan is really famous with the taunting, right? I'm gonna make a video about this later on, about Dan much more clearly later on, not now though, you know, it's gonna be much more special with Dan. But what I want to show you is this. So if you just notice this now in Dan summaries in the shop, it's like a reference to Art of Fighting. This skill is actually like a reference to Art of Fighting, you know, how Ken, if I'm not mistaken, the name of that skill. So yeah, I don't know, it's pretty cool. Okay. Okay. Okay, pretty much Dan is really cool. Dan is pretty cool. Okay. Wow, interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna be making a lot of this video later on for season 5, and it's going to be, again, it's going to be the last season, so I want to make it special. Frankly speaking, okay, Street Fighter 5 has a really deep connection in my own personal life because first, I started streaming actually because of Street Fighter 5. You know, literally like I start with Street Fighter 5, and then pretty much like fighting game, Tekken 7, Street Fighter 5, Marvel vs. Capcom, all of those things, you name it. And then suddenly it shifted to like Fortnite, Rogue Company, and then a little bit of nowadays like Tom Clancy's game, Rainbow Six. But still, Street Fighter is pretty much like the basic of like the foundation. If you can see, yeah, my name, you know, my PSN name, even my YouTube name, there's a fighter in it. It's because of Street Fighter, of course. And secondly, I'm doing a research now. I'm in the middle of my dissertation. Wait, not in the middle. Sorry, it's in the end. it's in the end of my dissertation, and my data are Street Fighter characters. So yeah, Street Fighter pretty much is really special to me. Okay, now before I end this, once again, if you have not yet get Street Fighter, go ahead, because I believe now you have free access for like limited time for those of you who have not have it yet, and you can try all the characters from season 1 till season 4. So that's pretty amazing. That's a really rare chance. Go ahead and try it out, and if you love it, buy it, support it. Although this is the last season, the last year, I guarantee you it will be worth the time and actually worth the money as well. And last but not least, before I end this, I want to make a little bit of prediction. Okay, I've seen all of the arcade modes, but I want to point out is this. So take a look at Street Fighter 0 or Alpha.
Street Fighter Alpha.
Since we already have Dan and 12, right? Sorry, 11. 11 it will not be included in any of these modes because it's just pretty much like how do I say, like a placeholder for a random character. But take a look. So this is Dan, right? Now it's like the selection screen. If you notice, they have like equal number, you know, like even number between left and right, sort of in a way. Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes, except for Street Fighter 2. Now, for this one, it already exactly like really nice, right? It looks really nice. And then if you notice, we have 12 on the left side. You know, on the right side, we only have 10. Now, the 11th position is definitely going to be the next DLC character, Rose, right? It's from Alpha or Zero series, which means that the next character for this one is definitely going to be from Zero or Alpha series. Now, you know, if it's so, that means the design is complete. You know, the UI for the character screen is complete. Now that's one, okay? So that means now Oro is Street Fighter 3, so definitely Oro is not in Zero or Alpha. Akira is not from Alpha, Zero Alpha as well, so she will not be in this game arcade mode as well. Okay, that's one, okay? That means one more, so definitely the last character should be, okay, this is an assumption, okay? Prediction or assumption you call it. So from Street Fighter 0, definitely the last or the sixth character or the last one. Now, in Street Fighter 2,
Street Fighter 2.
Street Fighter 2, I was expecting it's going to be like Fei Long probably, you know, but yeah, I mean, you know, like, although it's not balanced, but if you notice, it has even numbers for the characters. You know, although the left side is 8, the right side is 6, but if you add like one more Street Fighter 2 character, it's gonna be quite weird, right? And this is the last slot. You know, it's impossible for the developer to add one more. You know, it never happened actually. So there will be no Street Fighter 2 characters. So Fei Long, although I want to, but nope, it's gone. Street Fighter 3.
Street Fighter 3.
Let me show you. Street Fighter 3 is absolutely, obviously, it's going to be only for Oro, the last part, the last slot. See, next to Urien and below Gil. Definitely Oro. So definitely there will be no more Street Fighter 3 characters. Again, although Elena is quite cool, but sadly, nope. So the last one is Street Fighter 4. I'm not putting Street Fighter 1 because Street Fighter 1 is pretty, you know...
Street Fighter 4.
They are quite crowded enough, I think. Now Street Fighter 4, this is the interesting thing. And I believe this will be answering all of the questions. And if you notice, there is a blank on the left side and on the right side. Assuming that Rose is included, I mean like nothing assuming. Next, DLC will be Rose, right? Let's assume Rose is a top of Dan, okay? Which means that besides Poison, there will be one more slot. So, from this alone, we can assume that the last slot for the season is going to be characters that have appeared. It could be a playable, it could be narratively, you know, scene, you know, like, you know, Abigail and Zeku, Street Fighter 1. So these characters have appeared in Street Fighter 0 Alpha and Street Fighter 4 simultaneously. Not Street Fighter 2, not Street Fighter 3 characters. Could be Street Fighter 1. So I put all the lists, and there are only 3 names that pops up. First is Adon, the Thai guy. Adon, possibly, and he may appear in the first Street Fighter. Secondly is Gen. Gen appeared in 0, appeared in 4, and may appear on the first Street Fighter because he is one of the original Street Fighter. And last but not least is, so we have Adon, we have Gen, and the last one is who else? Let's see. Who haven't I mentioned yet? Sodom in Street Fighter 0, but sadly it's not in Street Fighter 4. That means the last one is, sadly, no, I'm really hoping it will be Sodom though. I've been waiting for Sodom. The last one is, the only possible option is Rolento. Rolento is playable in 0 or Alpha and also Street Fighter 4. And he may appear in Street Fighter 1 because Street Fighter 1 also recap the Final Fight universe as well. To some extent, there is one more possibility, but I don't guarantee it. is the Capri. The Capri is playable in Street Fighter 4, right? But she was seen in Street Fighter 0, although she's not playable. So those are the names that are quite possible. Adon, Gen, Rolento, and to some extent the Capri. So pretty much these four are the possible slot, at least in my prediction. Okay, let's see in the end of this year who will be the last slot. So guys and girls, I think they'll be all for now. This is a really interesting, really interesting premium pass. I mean, I think you should have it. You know, the last time you can see all of these magnificent characters bashing out each other, because maybe 1 year or 2 years after this we're gonna have a new Street Fighter probably. But for now, let's enjoy Street Fighter 5, shall we? And I'm gonna be making a lot of video about this later on, starting tomorrow probably, you know, discussing about Dan, maybe 11, maybe some of the costume and stuff. And of course, definitely I'll be making a video about this one. Not now though, because this is usually quite long, about 15 minutes. On the other, you know, maybe on the other occasion probably.
My awesome legend begins right now!
Okay then, I think it'll be all for now. Thank you very much for tuning in. See you part of this amazing Street Fighter 5 last season. Bye bye.